Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is 9:37 p.m., August 20th. Guys, welcome to my channel, Digital Goats Academy. I'm your host, Antoine Boatwright, aka the Digital Goat, and welcome to Setup Sundays, guys, where I pretty much give my outlook on projections in the foreign exchange market on what I'm looking at up until probably like Wednesday, well, really Monday. So everything that I look at tonight may not be prevalent for tomorrow, but still, it's my overall projections on what we're looking at, guys. So let's just go ahead and get into like a top-down analysis. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is like pull up news. Let's see what we got going on in news for this week, just to make sure we're not missing anything. So I use my FX book. I know a lot of people use other news outlets such as MSM Money, Forex Factory, and so forth and so forth, guys. You can Google anyone that you need that's related to foreign exchange, guys. Also, do me a solid if you're just tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on your way in or on your way out, as always, guys. But let's look at the overall. So I'm going to hit this tab right here where it says this week. And this should give us all the news that's going on for this week, right? So it's pulling up stuff for today. You have Monday's PPR for the euro. A lot of news, a lot of regular news that we project. Tuesday, still low impact news. Till we get around 9:30 makes sense. High impact news around 10 a.m. Tuesday. And Wednesday is where we have pretty much our more aggressive news. So a lot of Euro news this week. So what does that mean? If you are, if you're trading the euro, either you want to make sure you're in absolute positions or you want to stay away from the euro with all this chaos going on. Most of the time you want to be in the mix, guys, but you want to wait till a lot of this data comes out, but just be in a position to catch the entry. So yeah, it looks like a lot of euro news. Last week we had a lot of USD news, but same thing. Wednesday we'll have a lot of USD news as well, but it's not high impact, but a lot of news related to oil. So okay, that works perfect for me because that's aligned with some of the stuff that I'm looking at trading this overall week, guys. So let me go ahead and pull up my charts real quick. The first thing I'm gonna start off with is S&P, just because it's been giving us a pretty much clean descent on these selling opportunities, guys, since we pretty much confirmed it. What was that, like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago? So we've still been bearish with S&P 500 since July of, what is that, July 31st. Since the end of July, the beginning, so pretty much the beginning of August, we have been on a selling tear with S&P 500. So the only thing we can do right now is expect any type of pullbacks unless the market starts breaking ceilings that is created within its movement, right? So currently, right now, the market has tried to retest this imbalance candle. Now, here's the thing. The thing is that I know that more than likely after this market finish its cycle, what's going to happen is that S&P is going to try to make its way back up here. But if you look at the momentum, not to confuse anybody, the momentum should be pointing down based off of Hakanashi. So straight up pointing down right here. These two candles signify momentum. So we just need the market to finish doing whatever it's doing and show us a clear path to the downside, guys. So what I'm looking at is a continuation of a sell. Let's break it down to the hour time frame, see if we see anything different. So right here, price is trying to create some type of bullish momentum, but I think this is just pulled back because if we just look at it overall objectively, again, sticking to your technicals because that's the only thing you can really rely on Sunday. I mean, unless you're just looking at news that aggressively, but clear right here, right? Selling opportunities broke a level of support. We broke a level of support down here, broke a level of support down here. Now, what the market is currently doing is probably ranging. We're on Sunday, right? Today is Sunday, so more than likely you're not going to get clear moves, but you will get ranging opportunities. So short movements that you can take the trade within the market between pretty much, that's not what I wanted to do. Where's my? Pretty much if you mark that off as your ceiling, and then you mark this off as your floor. So we now have what we like to call a price trap within the market. So any direction the market pops out, that'll be your direction until it hits, whatever retest zone it's going to do, guys. So if the market pops up, more than likely, I'm thinking that it's trying to retest this level of support that it broke out over here, especially with this candle that I have. I know you can't see it because it's in a line chart, but this candle that I have highlighted in purple. So it's probably trying to retest that and then still make its way down. But currently right now we're ranging, so there's really no telling, but the momentum is to the downside for sure. So until we get a clear move between these two zones, between this high and low of this market, we have to say that it's consolidating right now. But you can still have buying and selling opportunities within the zone. If you just look at the pips or the points, that's not bad. 29 points is not bad. 290 pips with S&P. So that's not a bad move to be trading within this range before the market breaks out. Now, it's probably not going to respect the support and resistance as well as you would like. So you would probably have to get out before it tried to, could fake out. Say if you decide to take a sell from here and the market drop down and you were expecting your target to be where this support is at. Well, the market could play you and actually retest a high that's within this zone. So the only thing I say is that if you're trading within this zone, be careful. Don't try to aim for the highs and the lows. Be a little bit shy of that. And then you'll have, whatever equity you need within this market for this week, guys. But that's just for today for S&P. Let's look at oil. We were looking at oil last week. I'm gonna look at gold for like just a second. We were looking at oil last week. Oil took a major sell-off and now it's retesting back to the high that it made, right? So the level that it broke out of was this zone right here, and now price is attempting to retest the level that it broke out of. So again, clear as day. Unless price returns up here for these highs, we have to still look at U.S. oil as what? Selling. We're at the high of the market for the year until we get a new high. So this is a big resistance zone for oil, and the fact that it made that aggressive drop to the downside that already showed us, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Catch me when I do it. You see what I'm saying? So right now, if you just look at it, for all my traders out there that use patterns, reversal patterns, if you look at it, it looks like it is trying to create a what? A head and shoulder. It's been a minute since I used the head and shoulder patterns, so I'm trying to find it. Oh, I feel like they always update something on TradingView that I'm not prepared for. I'm not saying this is what's going on, but this could be the possibility, the potential of this market creating a head and shoulder pattern, and I don't always do it perfect, but I could see something like this, head and shoulder pattern. Then the market decides to drop wherever it's going to create its right shoulder. But if we have a move identical to this, it's not going to be exact, but identical to this is giving us a setup already. We just got to see how high the market is trying to reach us. So to me, we're at a resistance zone unless it decides to create a double top up here. We could have a double top. The market could try to reach the high that it made, but I don't think that we're going to hit the high. But if we do, we just have to wait for more data and then see where the market is trying to push us up or down to. But more than likely, guys, if we hit this high, it'll reject it. But currently right now, it looks like the market is trending. So overall with oil, I'm looking at it to continue trending down. Let me put a channel on it. So I don't normally do this for a down. I mean, yeah, if I'm looking at like a bearish or bullish flag pattern. But right now, I'm looking at this to respect this channel within this zone. So you see how this market is this design, this tool is pretty much respecting the high and low of this market. I'm expecting it to still respect it with, some fake outs to the upside. You're not going to have your tools set on it perfect because you don't know what the market is going to do. But based off of what we're seeing right now, I want it to stay within the zone, showing that it's still descending down, if that makes sense. Well, that should make sense, guys. So we should get a push. If we get a push up here, we should get a push down somewhere until the market decides to make its way. So I'm looking at something like this for the channel. And not exactly, guys. Obviously not, not exactly, but just understand what I'm trying to depict right here. So this is what I'm looking at for U.S. oil for this week. Again, if it reached this high, then what we're probably doing is we're probably looking at the market to sell off once it creates a new resistance up here. Probably looking at it to sell off somewhere up here. Pretty straightforward, no different than what we did last week. So we caught the sell at the highest point. What I'm hoping is that this market continues to trend down instead of decide to range at this high. But who's to know? But currently, right now, it is creating an uptrend. But again, we're in Sunday. It's at a level of support that it broke. So I want to see if price decides to reject this level of support, and then you make your trade from there. Don't get caught in the consolidation. But what I will say is that if this market decides to take off to the downside aggressively, like I'm projecting, you want to be in the consolidation. You see what I'm saying? You want to be in the choppiness in the market, because if you secure your position in the chaos, you don't have to worry about necessarily when the market starts dropping and trending, because you'll already be at a good position. Most of the positions that people want to be in are normally in the chaos if you're swing trading. Now, if you're not swing trading, you want to get in and get out. But if you were swing trading, which I'm projecting a big move from U.S. oil to the downside, because we're heading into the school year now, guys. So that momentum, or that interest rise over the summer or that rise of oil over the summer from a lot of usage due to travel, due to vacations and stuff, we should start seeing a decrease in that as we get into fall, as we get into winter. And again, I don't believe oil just drop like that. It'll play around before it drops until it finds a better position where it wants to buy at. And again, I think really overall the better buy position for oil would be below $68, would really be below $65. So I'm thinking somewhere down here we'll have a better position to buy. And I could see it dropping lower. I could see it dropping as low as $25. I think I mentioned that last week. But let's just see. Again, I don't want to put any far-fetched predictions. But as far as we're looking at technicals for areas to test the market and respect it accordingly like it should, I'm looking at anywhere from $60 to $25. I know that seems like a big leap, but if you just look at where I have the market actually coming down to from where oil came up from, what was that, 2021? Let's see. You can see we have a structure, we have a support zone pretty much in between like 25. And again, I'm basing it off of the high right here, not the low of its support structure. So if the market retests the high, then that will continue the trend. And then from there, we'll have a bullish market in oil. But I would like to see it come as low as, $25 personally. I think since we're heading into this new era of like cleaner energy, oil will start to decrease until it becomes like a bigger need for it. I mean, we're still driving gasoline powered engines. So just just mark the charts up accordingly, guys, and just follow the trend overall. You know what I'm saying? Stay with the fundamentals, stay with how gas prices are. So if you see a decrease in gas prices, like, oh man, oil probably is coming down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think oil is a good investment right now until we get down to these areas that I believe that oil will give us better buying opportunity. And when it comes, you definitely better be ready. But again, that's just my predictions for U.S. oil, guys. I haven't looked at UK oil, so I know it may be doing a little bit of different things, but I'm focused on U.S. oil, guys, right now, currently. So that's what I'm thinking. Once we get back to these levels that the market wants to test, we'll get an area where the market will decide to push down from, and then you'll get your selling opportunity. But if anything, I would think that the market would want to sell off of these previous lows. But again, guys, I'm going to wait until we get closer to London to start making my um, to start drawing my conclusions from my positions to enter in the market. And gold, I know I was looking at gold just a little bit. So gold did continue to drop. I don't think that gold is going to break this level right here. I know it looks like this, but I think that gold is actually going to create this support structure or wherever it decides to turn around to. We're at a level of support currently for gold. So what I think is that gold is going to draw people in for the sell, and then it's going to fake out. And push the market back to the upside. But again, I don't know when that's going to happen. But we're at support right now. So if it continues, then obviously catch the pullback wherever the pullback is. But just know that if it breaks down here, more than likely the pullback could be somewhere up here. Say that it breaks a little bit lower. What I'll probably want to test is these areas up here before it actually continues down. So again, a lot of this stuff is ranging and hasn't really broken any structure yet. It's giving fake outs. It's giving the illusion that it wants to break out, but it hasn't really confirmed that it is breaking out. So what I'm thinking is that what we'll get from gold is a possible move to the upside, maybe even higher to finish out this resistance up here and then fall down from there. I don't think I don't think gold is going to create a new high this year, but there is a lot of liquidity left over, but we'll just have to see. This entire region up here is pretty much a ranging market. If you look at it on the monthly? Yeah, the weekly. So this market is still ranging all the way from 1614 to the high of 2065. So this market is still ranging. It hasn't really broken out of anything. So gold hasn't really shown its hand if it wants to go higher, if it wants to go lower. I don't think, I mean, we're at a triple bottom and gold has already shown that, hey, man, I'm rejecting this off this triple bottom. The only thing I may need is a retest or to finish out my resistance. But I mean, clearly support has been broken, structures have been broken. We just have to wait for these pullbacks, guys. So again, I don't think oil is gonna, I keep saying oil. I don't think gold is necessarily gonna break out of these highs, but what I think it may do is actually, well, I think it may break, but then reject it very aggressively. So leave a wick at this top and then bring the market down if we get goal to create support right here, guys. But that's overall my analysis for this week, guys. As we get further into the week, obviously, I'm going to update more. If you're not part of my community on Discord, some of those updates you might miss because everything I don't put out on YouTube. But again, guys, if you're looking to join my community on Discord, you guys can reach out to me to the Digital Goat on IG or Digital Goats Academy on IG or Digital Goats on Facebook, guys. So that's the Digital Goat, and that's with two E's, like the, but you add an extra E, two E's. Digital Goat on IG, Digital Goats Academy, both IGs, guys, and then on Facebook, Digital Goats, guys. So like I said, a lot of this information you may not see, but again, I do my best to try to still put everybody that's tuning in to YouTube up to date on all my information that I put within my personal group. So thank you guys as always. I'll see you guys this week, man. I hope y'all make a bunch of money in this markets. I hope y'all don't get caught with your pants down. And as always, guys, see you guys at the top because we're taking everybody to the top with us this year. Also, another thing, if you're leaving this channel, if you like it, make sure you guys hit a like button, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my content, and do me a solid and hit that subscribe button, guys. It helps my community. It helps me be able to dish out more information for you guys as well. So I will see you guys Wednesday, Digital Wednesdays. If you're in my group, I'll see you guys obviously tomorrow. So see you guys this week, man. Have an amazing trading week.